Everybody, my name is Robert. I'm here with the Hustle Nation. We're all about gaining some financial independence by doing more so that we can have a life that others only would love to enjoy. And today I'm going to talk about 3 things to help you make your life better, but generally speaking, to make you more successful. And the thing about it is that, it seems like we're all looking for that silver bullet, that winning lottery ticket, and that, everything's going to be different overnight. Okay, or even much sooner, so to speak. So I'm going to give you these 3 tips that I have found that have tremendously improved my business, my cash flow, and the quality of relationships that I have in my life. Now, the first tip I'm going to give you is, it's going to be kind of redundant, and it's probably going to come across as, he thinks that I'm a child, I'm not smart or anything like that, and it's not that at all, okay? We all get going so fast, and especially if you're a hustler, you're an entrepreneur, you got employees, kids, spouse, all that kind of stuff, and you're having to give attention over here, over there, over there, over there. And so a lot of times things get overlooked, okay? Now, here's the thing. Probably the number one most important item that you can have in your arsenal to become more successful is a phone. I know it seems archaic, childish. No, I'm not talking down to you. Amazingly enough, you would not believe how many people I call to give them the opportunity to get dollars out of my pocket. And you know what I hear? I hear a generic voicemail. And then most of the time I hear, and this voicemail is full, so I can't leave a message. Now, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, okay? So bear with me on this, all right? We're going to kind of break it down redneck from the South, because that's where I'm at, all right? All of this money's circulating all over. You hear Gerald talk about it, the money flow. I call it the money tornado, whatever it is you want to call it, okay? There's an infinite amount of money in the universe circulating, okay? You don't believe me? Research how much of the money of U.S. American dollars are in circulation has been printed in the last 6 months. It'll blow your mind. Hey, there's an ice cream truck going by. That's a good hustle. So the thing is that all of this money circulating, okay, we need to make it as easy as possible for your customer to give you the money. If your money is in somebody else's wallet, their bank account, their debit card, their credit card, their mason jar in the backyard, underneath the porch, wherever they got their money at, we need to make it as easy as possible. And, it kills me when I hear people talking about, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to do this, I want this and everything. And then they're like, well, nope. I work under the table, cash only, no checks, no nothing, no receipts or anything. Okay, I get it. You're anti-tax. Well, here's the thing, though, is that you're anti-successful. That can't be. It is. I'm going to show you why. The harder you make it for somebody to give you money, the more difficult it is for you to be successful. And I'm guilty of this myself, okay? But I do debit, I take checks, and I do take cash, and I do take credit cards, okay? Running the dump trailer business. Somebody calls me and says, hey, I want to rent a dump trailer. I said, not a problem. I'll send you an invoice, email it. You can pay it with debit card. That locks it in. I'll have it ready for you. But remember this. When it's paid, that's what reminds me to do it. So if you don't pay it, don't expect it to be ready because I'm not going to remember. So I put the responsibility back in their court, okay? Now, that makes things extremely easy. I have customers 30 miles away that can book a trailer like that, okay? I get my money up front. It makes it easy, okay? Here's the thing is that, debit card, Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, all of that, and even Bitcoin possibly. What do you know about that? And the whole thing is, making things possible. This phone right here is absolutely incredible. People have made multi-million-dollar lives with just a phone, okay? Some people have never even owned a laptop computer, but they got a phone and they've made it happen, okay? I know kids that are under 18 that have made a fortune with YouTube channels, and it was all done with a phone, okay? It's amazing what you can do with this, all right? One of the things I hear with phone is, oh man, somebody will pull it out and have a big old cracked screen on it and everything like that, and they're like, yeah, I'm waiting for till when I got an upgrade. When I get an upgrade and I get a discount, and I'm like, what do you mean? Well, and everything like that, I'm gonna get that iPhone 13 Pro Max and everything. When I needed a phone, you know what I did? I walked in there and put $1,300 down and said, if you don't have a plan for me to pay it, over time, then here's the cash. I need it. And the thing about it is that one day, I can make all of that money plus some. However, if my phone is jacked up and I can't read the screen, or it won't let me call out, or I can't take calls and answer them, what's the chance of me being able to make any money? I don't make the rules, folks, but I got to play by them. So that's tip number one, okay? Make sure you got a good phone. Make sure it's working. Make sure you got it to where people can have access to you, okay? Don't make it hard for people to find you. If you Google my name, I'm real easy to find no matter what. This one really hits home with me, and it is something that I constantly have to work on, okay? And I'm having to move my warehouse. Today I put a bunch of stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and then we were there from 7 a.m. to 12 noon today, had people coming by, picking up stuff, buying stuff, and everything like that, okay? Well, I got this cord. It's about 40 feet long, got a big plug on it. It's what they call an RV cord, okay? You would have it to where you attach it inside the RV, and it's got a 4-prong plug. You plug it in wherever you go. They're at least $100, okay? I put mine up for sale for $50, all right? This guy sends me a message and says, hey, man, because I was like, I don't know if the shore power or if this is for an RV or what. He said, that's totally for an RV. I've got one, and you can't buy one for twice the money that you're charging for yours. So I knew I was in the ballpark. I want the stuff gone, okay? I'm not looking to move it. I don't want to, say $80 and then have to go back and forth and everything. Give me $50, we're done, okay? Well, this guy, complete stranger to me, says, hey man, quit trying to sell that trash, and I know you're digging through the garbage and this and that and everything. You've been trying to sell that thing for a month. And that's not true. I put it on 23 hours ago, okay? Posted it for sale on Facebook Marketplace. And I said, and he said, you need to get a job, you need to do this and everything. And I said, so everybody that came by today, they weren't real, they were fake. I'm so disappointed that the money I got, it can't be real because according to what you say, and thank you, I appreciate how much I mean to you. And I wasn't mean, I was kind of sarcastic and everything, and I've tried to really tone down my sharpness with my tongue, okay? And I have a saying, and I think I actually was the one that originated this, is that you can be right or you can be rich, but you can't be both. And basically what that means is that you're going to have to let other people have their way. And I have to stay conscious about this as far as not getting into pissing contests with people and shouting matches and trading insults and, getting involved in behavior that's, not going to be profitable, so to speak. Nobody remembers what you do. All remember how you made them feel. So if you make somebody feel inferior, if you make somebody feel less than, if you make them feel belittled or incompetent, always praise in front of the crowds, always chastise behind closed doors, give criticism behind closed doors. These kind right here will help you out and get you way far in life, okay? There's been a number of people through man's recorded history in this country that have made huge fortunes that did not have a business and they were not college educated, okay? What they did do is they got the right person that gave them the opportunity to like them. And how did they do that? They were nice, okay? You know, you even know the old standby book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. You know, one of those tips in that book is you ask questions. You know, you meet somebody, hey, how you doing? Smile big. Get their name. Say their name. It releases endorphins in a person's mind, which makes them feel good. The other thing is show genuine interest in them. Ask questions. You know, if you meet somebody for the first time, you know, it's amazing how many people I will meet for the first time. We'll have a conversation. I continually ask them questions and everything. And then they're like, man, that guy was so good. I can't believe all the stuff that he told me and everything like that. He knows so much and everything like that. I didn't tell him anything. I just showed interest in them and kept asking them questions about themselves. Very few people don't like to genuinely talk about themselves. So that's my number 2 tip for you is be nice to people. Get along with others. My 3rd tip for you today is always take into consideration exactly what it is that you want to do. And what I mean by this is that this is what I call reverse engineering, okay? Wherever you want to end up, let's just say you want to create $15,000 a month of passive income coming in, okay? For sake of argument, we're going to say that this is going to be gross, okay? So what does that mean? That means that we need to buy 15 rental properties that all collect $1,000 a month in rent. Boom! Goal is made. Problem is solved, okay? Now, what about if they all bring in $1,500 a month? Well, guess what? We only got to bring in 10. So then, problem solved, okay? And the reason I say this is that one of the things that I learned when I started my grocery store, okay, I'd never worked in retail in my life, never worked in a grocery store, okay? I got from the cable company, and for some reason I had this crazy idea that I wanted a convenience store. So I actually did that and then something else. I got into the salvage grocery business, but we also sold beer, wine, cigarettes, and, you know, a whole bunch of different stuff. And so what ended up happening is, if I had done my research, okay, and I opened that store and had no idea how much money to make each year with that store. Crazy, I know, okay? The education that I got from it was phenomenal, okay? Priceless, worth millions for me, okay? And here's the thing that I figured out is that store was never going to turn the amount of money that I wanted it to. Okay? And I also found out that I didn't want anything that I had to show up to the same place and stay for a certain amount of time. I got to be moving, I got to be grooving, I got to be out, I got to be about, I got to be now, I got to be happening, I got to go see things, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to be mobile, okay? Me sitting behind the counter working that register and everything like that, no. Now, I might own something that has personnel that's going to work it, but I'm not doing that any longer, okay? I'd much rather put on a tool belt, get the hammer out and everything, work on my properties, go find other properties, go take measure, go estimate some roofs or something of that nature, okay? But showing up to a place like that, no, not happening any longer, okay? And so the thing is that what I didn't do was, you know, and I really wanted that place to make 6 figures a year for me and me only have to work 20, 30 hours a week. Bad location, and most convenience stores are not going to do those kind of numbers with it, because generally speaking, you're running about a 10 to 30% margin. Okay, pack of cigarettes normally in my town, about the average profit on every pack, $7-8 is 25 cents. Okay, not a huge, not even 10%. Okay, but it has what we call a quick sell-through. So you need to move 500 packs a day to be able to make anything that's even close to being substantial. I know. All right, 4-pack of beer, I think we were making 27 cents. Okay, and that's gross. That's not net. Okay, doesn't account for taxes, all the licensing fees, electricity, the rent, all that kind of stuff, okay? So here's the thing that I'm saying is that you need to figure out what exactly it is that you want, okay? Do I want a $100,000 a year job? Now, how much do I want to work? Okay, well, if you only want to work 20 hours a week, so take 100,000 and divide it into 52 weeks, okay? We'll just say for argument, that's 2,000 a week, okay? So then, if you only want to work 20 hours a week, that means we need to make how much? $100 an hour. Yep, got flip-flops on, I can do the big math. Okay, so you got to figure out how to do that consistently. Every hour that you work, you got to do that. And that's got to be profit, not sales, okay? So what that means is that if you have an item that you paid $200 for and you sell it for $300, okay, that's $300 gross. So that means your profit is $100 gross. But then if you have expenses, that comes out of that $100. So now it means, oh, we got to sell 2 products and have $200 gross come in, and maybe I have $50 in expenses, and so now I make $150, okay? What I'm saying to you is that you need to know what these things are, and the only way that you're going to figure that out is by saying, this is where I want to get to, okay? This is where I want to be at, because otherwise it's like, okay, well, let me go and spend $1 million, and I really don't know how much I want to do, or I don't know how much I really want to make. Well, okay, you want to spend $1 million and only make 10 grand each year with it? That ain't gonna be hard to do, even in a savings account. The bank will pay you that much, okay? Thing about it is that you need to know, if I'm gonna reverse engineer this, what will work for me and how am I gonna get there? So, these are 3 tips on how to be more successful from Robert with the Hustle Nation, and I hope you're productive, profitable, and figure out who's got